What is that?
It's the Scarlet Elf Cup, a very nice edible mushroom that's easy to identify for beginners, partly because of the time of year it grows, but also just because it is very distinguishable. You'll find it in November at the earliest, right through to April, but most commonly I find January, February, and where I am now, March. Because you often do find it in winter and early spring, obviously there's not much else around in a way, so it often stands out even more amongst the otherwise quite drab tones of winter, and even in early spring when a lot of the growth hasn't quite got going yet. Now they do often look like they're growing out of the ground, but technically they do actually grow on wood, as you can see here. And as you can also see here, it's very dirty, but honestly it's such a nice mushroom, it's well worth the effort of cleaning. I mentioned it grows on wood. Hazel is the most common wood that it grows out of, but it's not exclusive to hazel. Although it looks just like a cup-shaped mushroom, it technically does have a stem. If you look very closely, it does actually have hairs on the white stem as well, and the stem itself tapers slightly from top to bottom. Otherwise though, the cap is cup-shaped with this lovely red colour on top. The cap starts out quite a deep cup shape, but it does flatten out a bit to become more of a shallow cup. The edge of the cap often undulates, it goes up and down like this, and sometimes in older specimens you'll find little cracks on the edge of the cap. One note of caution, it is best to cook this mushroom. Some people say it's fine raw as well, but I've heard some mixed evidence on that, so I say it's definitely best to cook first, just to make sure. And it can be cooked just like you cook any other mushroom in any dish that you want mushrooms in. I have seen some other people using this mushroom as makeup, like a blusher, but that's not for me.